Hello, everybody. This is Watson. He's my new colleague because I'm teaching from home, which is super weird. But I'm going to introduce myself to all of you, and I think he's done, but he wanted to say hello. So you'll see much more of Watson in these lessons. Thanks, buddy. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself to you and do the same introduction I would do if I were in person with you, which is what I wish I was in person with you. This is crazy times, but my goal is to keep this as normal as possible by posting videos and trying to still get to know you and having opportunities to use Google Meet to talk, and just giving us the opportunity to still build a relationship, however that works, with each other and with other students in the class. So that's my goal. Some of you I already know really well. Some of you are new to my class. And this is certainly not the way that I wanted to get to know you, but we're going to make it work. So to start off, I'm going to go through my slides and just teach you a little bit about who I am and my classes. All right, so my name is Ms. Arkelin. You may call me Ms. Arkelin, Ms. A, or Arkelin. My pronouns are she, her. I identify as female. Classes that I'm teaching this trimester virtually are going to be English 11B, Creative Writing, and AP Lang Seminar. So a little bit about me. I did graduate from Andover High School. I graduated in 2009, so do the math. I'm 29 years old. After high school, I went to the University of Minnesota and I got my BA in English literature and my minor in theater arts. I did a bunch of jumping around, which if you choose to go to college or really whenever you're figuring out what you're going to do after high school, do not be afraid to change your mind. Sometimes it happens. That's what I did. I initially went for music education and I thought I was going to be a choir teacher. And then that didn't work out very well. Stories to come. So I switched to English literature, which I'm really glad I did. I love teaching it and writing, especially. And then I got my minor in theater arts because I have a theater background. But because I changed my mind again, I ended up going into marketing after college. I wasn't ready to be in the classroom. I just wasn't super passionate about it. I wasn't excited about it. And I didn't want my students to be sitting in front of a teacher who didn't want to be there because that feeling sucks. So I went into marketing and I worked for a wedding retailer in St. Paul and I did a bunch of stuff for their website, writing, editing, design. It was really fun, really, really challenging, and a great experience that I'm so glad I did. And then I ended up deciding that I really missed being surrounded by people and that challenge of getting to interact with different people in different settings every day. So I talked to some of my friends who are teachers. I did some research. I talked to my family. I talked to my friends. I did a lot of soul searching and reflection and decided to go back to school full time. Go back to school part time while I worked full time and ended up getting my teaching license in 2017. I student taught at Andover and I got hired. So I'm really lucky. I'm really excited to be at this school. I work with some incredible people and our admin is really supportive. And especially, I just really like all of you. That's my favorite part, which makes virtual teaching really hard. Um, but I can't wait to still get to know you through this process. I did get my master's in education in 2018. So that is taken care of as well. If you ever have questions about any of my alma maters, feel free to ask. So why English? I do love reading and writing. I think that's foundational to teaching this subject. But the main reason why I love what I teach is because I'm really passionate about teaching communication skills. I think it's the foundation of strong relationships and communities and just enjoying life. And it's usually also the reason why things go awry sometimes. So there's so many different ways to communicate, and figuring out how to get your point across and support it and feel heard, and also do really active listening, which is the majority of what communication should be. That's why I love what I do. So I really love to dive into different medias, and I watch a lot of TV and movies and the news and social media and all these different ways that we talk to each other and we share things. And part of this class and a huge part of why we teach language arts is because it's the art of language. How do we communicate with each other? And that's really why I love this subject. So my values as an educator and as a human being, because I am obviously a human being first, I do really value education. I'm always trying to learn new things, and because it's the key to just being a better person. Integrity and being kind, humor. I'm alone on this side of the camera. I have no audience, so I'm going to think I'm very funny, and you can laugh on your own or roll your eyes. I'm not going to see you. So, but I like to just be goofy and weird, and my students who have had me before know that and have rolled their eyes many times at me. And then also big into self-care, especially through situations like this. I'm gonna work hard to also take care of you guys and give you tools that I'm using to stay sane during this isolation, in my small home, a one-bedroom condo that I live in with my fiance, and we're figuring out ways to take care of ourselves. I also have hobbies. I do things. I love traveling, cooking and food, puzzles and games, writing, and like I said, I watch a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows. So if you ever have a suggestion, I will take it. I feel like it's another great way to hear some really good stories and maybe write them yourselves one day. My loved ones that are in my life, you'll be seeing a little bit of Ryan. He'll be in the background. He's also working from home. This is my fiance. We got engaged on Christmas and we get married this year. So that's exciting. My parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law, Leah. My brother, Andy, also graduated from Andover High School. And then this is my lovely little niece, Isla, and she turns 4 next week. So I miss them, can't see them, but we're doing virtual hangouts and dance parties and trying to still be in contact with each other however we can. So family's super important to me. This is Watson. You met him. He is 6 years old. He disappeared. I don't know where he went. But he's a Dachshund Terrier mix. He is my child, and I adopted him from the Humane Society over 6 years ago. So he's, well, you know what I mean, math. But he's amazing. So he's Watson. You'll see him. You'll also hear him. He'll bark sometimes, and I'm sorry in advance. So again, I said I love traveling. I have some trips planned this year. Whether or not they'll happen, we shall see. But hoping to go to Arizona and Seattle, and our honeymoon's going to be driving up the coast of California. So continuing to see the country and see the world however I can. And then these are my beautiful friends. This is us in Hawaii for my friend's wedding. Again, I love food. I love doing puzzles. I love just anything that keeps my brain moving and socializing, and whatever brings you joy, try doing it as often as you can. So these are different things that I'm doing now that I've been doing in the past to take care of myself, and suggest to my students as well. And I'll do whatever I can to give you opportunities and tools to do this too. Some of it might seem a little, I like to say, woo-woo, when things seem a little, I don't know, woo-woo, I guess is the word. But maybe it seems weird to you. Maybe it seems like it's not going to help. I was totally that way. I thought meditation was weird. I didn't get it. I was like, why should I sit still? But my mind is always racing, especially when I'm stuck in a small space or stuck and I can't see people or talk to people. And it's a way that I've learned how to calm myself down and just be present. And it's helped a lot with stress for me. So I'll give you some tools to use that: breathing, podcasts, books, music, staying active however you can, using apps to do small workouts, eating healthy. We're sitting a lot right now, so ways we can do that: stretching, journaling, and therapy if you have the opportunity. It's a magical, magical thing. So those are some of the things that I care a lot about, that I'm passionate about. But number one, I'm passionate about teaching, and I'm really, really excited to get to know all of you and to teach you some things. And that's me. There's going to be way more to come about the course and what your expectations are going to be. But I wanted to start off with just us getting to know each other. So I rambled a lot. That's who I am. but I'm promised to be kind and to keep this light and to just get to know you. And we'll learn more about the class later. One day at a time, and information is going to be coming in slowly but surely. So I promise not to overwhelm you. We're going to be just fine. All right. I can't wait to get to know you guys. I'll see you later.